Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment at the comment section after watching, or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number 0277128777. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to a response made by lawyer Jantual to Addo, and it's all about his posterity statement, which I want you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you.
How fondly or unfondly are we going to remember the Cȯnfrȯnts-led government in terms of what they said they would do, and just on the eve of leaving office, what they have done and bequeath ordinary Ghanaians? Yeah.
Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to my fellow panelists. And I welcome George into opposition.
He's not yet there yet.
Oh, he's there?
Almost,
he's there. A few days he'll be gone. He's there. You know, let me start from this point. The MPP didn't campaign on the economy.
I don't understand.
They didn't campaign on the economy. They campaigned on free SHS and digitalization. That was the major campaign of the MPP, which unfortunately they got it wrong. Because with digitalization, you need energy. And where's the energy sector today? With digitalization, you need energy. Free SHS. There are two strands to free SHS which they didn't consider. The first strand is those in the rural areas who will adore the freeness of the education. Fine. The second strand is the quality of education, where people in the urban areas who are urban poor, who like the freeness, but look at the quality of education and realize that the quality of education ain't getting them anywhere. That's the challenge. Let me go back. Don't stop saying, it's true. Let me go back to 2016. The president is leaving. The first point of call, he should answer some of the things he said and tell us whether he's been able to do it for the people.
Which are some of the promises?
I shall protect the public purse. Is it protected? Would you say the public purse is protected? You came in with the government, the previous government, taking us into IMF. You kicked against it. You said all the meat around the bone had been eaten. But you have come and you've cracked the bone and eaten the marrow. Absolutely nothing there. We are back at IMF. So tell me, how did you protect the public purse? 2, I am too old to steal your money. I already have my money. State capture. State capture. Look at the lands around. Look at some of the things that went on. And President Cȯnfrȯnts was quiet about it. That quietness, what is it? That quietness, that you wouldn't talk, you wouldn't say anything. You leave your people to do what they want to do by state capture, taking lands of government and selling it for themselves. Huh? I am too old to steal your money. Yet isikaso so come dear ampa. It's true. Yet isikaso. I come still in the end. Are we still not hungry? By the election that was held just a few weeks ago, what does that tell us? That the money also yet is no, but also yet is come there. Still, come there. Try me and see. We have tried. Ghanaians have given a verdict, haven't they? And Ghanaians are not happy with your governance. We've tried you. But you see, Roland, it's a good thing President Cȯnfrȯnts came.
I don't understand.
He's opened Ghanaians' eyes. Yeah, obey any. Because if President Akufo-Addo didn't come, and another government came, and that government didn't perform, we would have said, "Hey, nanka ye vote Akufo-Addo, anke sisi ye want toye, ye vote Akufo-Addo, ye want toye, ye want toye." I am not corrupt, and I will never be corrupt. You might not be corrupt. Have you been able to stem corruption? You are the leader. It's not as if you are not the leader. The buck stops with you. On this table, who is the leader? On this table, who is the leader?
Roland.
Can we do anything ultra-vires and you sit and watch us?
No, you can't.
No. You make sure you put us into order. So you are the leader. The buck stops with you and nobody else. And you tell us that I'm not corrupt, I will never be corrupt. So far as the people around you are corrupt, you are also corrupt because you failed to handle corruption. I can develop Ghana without borrowing. The money is here. What happened to the bonds? Because you were using bonds and loans short term to do what? To secure the CD when you needed long term. When you were complaining about the previous government doing the same, you came. You said what? Taxation to production. Did it happen? Did it happen? You said, oh, we have done away with the nuisance taxes. What about the taxes you brought in? Are we not still paying COVID levy? And even that COVID levy, do we know what the money is being used for? Do you know how much COVID levy has accrued? You're a journalist and you have your sources. Can you tell us how much COVID levy has accrued and where has that money gone to? So if you tell us, I can develop Ghana without borrowing. You borrowed, an extra borrowed, and put the economy in the state it is in today. When you came, the debt was 120 billion. You're living at a debt of 761 billion. Never. They will say it has never happened in Ghana before. This one too has never happened in Ghana before. I will transform Ghana in 18 months. Roland, has Ghana been transformed in 18 months? Has it?
Transformation is too early.
No, has Ghana been transformed in 18 months? Let's say that look. Let's even say that you had 8 years. Within that 8 years, in those 8 years, how have you transformed the country? Because you see, all the figures that George is talking about, the people don't look at those figures, mubotom, our pockets. Can we afford X? Can't we afford Y? Can we send our children to hospital when they are sick? Can we do X? Can we do Y? The people look at their pocket, and really, the MPP shouldn't be talking with the kind of election and election results we've had. They cannot be talking. They cannot defend anything they've done. With the massive gap, they shouldn't. Let me go on. I will operate a family. I would not operate a family and friends government. No be nepotism we they see. How many family members are in the Akufo-Addo government? Can you not list them? Can you not list them? So you come and tell us you would not. You will not operate a family and friends government. But the people of Ghana think you've operated a family and friends government. People of Ghana, I think so. I will make the Kole Lagoon and Odo River tourist sites. Are they tourist sites? Odo, is it a tourist site? Kole Lagoon, is it a tourist site? When it rains, don't we still have the problems they came to meet? Has it changed? I will give each constituency $1 million every year. Do you see it?
It was operated through the development authorities.
Did you see it? The development authorities, did they say they received 1 million every year? 8 years. Did they? Because local governments was taken to Flagstaff House. Decisions of local government was made at Flagstaff House. So it left local government barren. They couldn't take any major decisions because it was being controlled in Flagstaff House. I will arrest the dollar. The yo-yo of the dollar and the exchange rate jumping like a yo-yo everywhere. Was it Cȯnfrȯnts's interest to make sure that it didn't jump the way it was jumping? And business people, the AGI, kept telling government about the exchange rate. Did Cȯnfrȯnts bother? Did he bother to do anything about it? And then George says, oh, we are turning the corner. What do you call it is coming back at an exchange, at an inflation rate of what? What's the inflation rate? 23, and it's good.
No, he said he went to 50.
Wait. 23 is good.
George says that from where they took it to 54%, 23 is good.
54%, 30%, 20%, 23%, 17%, 16%. It's not good. It doesn't help the economy. Inflation needs to be in single digits. And that's the responsibility of the president and the minister of finance to do. Have they done it? They shouldn't clap their hands and tell us that 23% is good. It's not good. We can't do business.
That's mediocrity, like I said.
We can't do business. They shouldn't tell us that.
They even took us to 54%.
The hikes.
And they want us to praise them.
Have they arrested the dollar? They haven't arrested the dollar. Where's the CD? Still dancing like a yo-yo.
16, 17.
16, 17. It's bad.
The Bank of Ghana says it's
I said
14.
I said it is bad. We don't need exchange rate in double figures. We need exchange rate in single figures, and we need a situation where the cedi is stabilized. People can invest in the cedi. Go to South Africa, and they will show you how to do it. You go to South Africa today, you want to change, you want the dollar, you give them, go and change.
Into rand.
Into rand. That is where we want to be. The strength of the cedi is what is most important. Have they been able to achieve it? No, they haven't been able to achieve it. I will make the hikes in fuel prices will be a thing of the past. Recently, haven't fuel prices gone up? When you haven't done exploration to production in 8 years, that ask me, exploration to production, 8 years. When what? Your refinery is on its last legs. And then you gladly walk into a Chinese refinery and clap your hands that they've been able to build it, and yours is what? Yours is rotting away. And you do absolutely nothing about it. Don't we save a lot of money if we do things for ourselves? Don't we? So if we have a refinery, we have oil, aren't we supposed to try as much as possible to do our own? Have we? You came in and you bastardized the government for not doing that. Did you do it? I will build 111 district hospitals in 18 months. How many of those hospitals have been built so far? How many hospitals? How many have been commissioned so far? 111 hospitals. But let me tell you, you know, there was a report that came out before the president commissioned or talked about this 111 hospitals as to what really do the health service need. And the report indicated that we need equipment in our hospitals. Equipment in our hospitals. Do we have equipment in our hospitals? Cȯnfrȯnts, when he was sick, where did he go?
US.
Was he treated here? He jumped on a plane, to US because he could afford that. The ordinary man, can they afford it? Yes, we need hospitals. But if you have hospitals that don't have no equipment in the hospitals, how can people be treated? I will build 350 new secondary schools from scratch. Has it happened? Yes. Let's give it to them. STEM schools they have built. That one I give to them. When you see the quality of STEM schools that have been built, fantastic. But is it going to be easy to convert? Those children who are in STEM schools today, they are doing wonders. No two ways about it. That one I give to them. What about the rest? What about the others? We will never go to the IMF for a bailout. Did we go to the IMF? Are we in the IMF?
Yeah, we went and restructured.
You see, the major challenge with President Akufo-Addo is the fact that he says nice things, but does things ultra-virus. Now, I'll give you an example. LGBTQI, when the law, Parliament took it to the president, what did he tell us? He said, I'm not going to sign. Remember, there are processes and procedures that you use when a bill is brought to you. Were those processes and procedures followed? No. I'm waiting for the Supreme Court to make a decision. The Supreme Court has made a decision. He is leaving a few days' time. Has he signed? That is the first thing he should tell us when he comes to address us at 10 o'clock.
The state of the nation.
Yes, yes. He should tell us. Because he promised us. He said to us, I'm waiting for a verdict from the Supreme Court. And what the Supreme Court says, I'll base it on. And if you still do not agree with what the Supreme Court has said, then send it back with your notes and tell us why you haven't. Because he's pleasing his friends. Simplicity. He cannot do it because of the type of friends he has out there. And he prefers to please his friends than to please us Ghanaians, our president. So, he should start from here. He should start from those things that he hasn't been able to. Look, the amount of money that came into this country, President Akufo-Addo could have done more. And that is the yano. He could have the quantum of money that President Akufo-Addo has had in his government, he could have done more. COVID alone, how much did we get? Maybe $1 billion.
Over 3 billion.
Okay, all right.
Over 3 billion from the various Wood institutions.
Where did it go? What happened to it?
According to the special audit that was undertaken by the Auditor General, there were extreme misappropriations and then also flouting of the Procurement Act in terms of the approval for the supplies and other undertakings for which the money was used for.
They gave some to their parliamentary candidates.
Look.
That was also there.
Look, if an Afrobarometer tells you that we do not trust your government, you do all you can to build confidence back. At this material moment, is the MPP with this election try to build confidence back? If I were an MPP member, I will not come on a panel and try and defend. What I will try and do is to build confidence with the people. Because the more you try to defend, the more
You don't know that.
the more you try to defend, the more no he. Because it makes it look as if you know it all. You don't know it all. The people of Ghana have told you, you do not know it all, Mr. President. Because of the state, the mismanagement that has gone on. Some of the things that Ghanaians look at and say, the way they bad the bank DDEP, if we in a buy year, E-levy, I don't know we are your savings. Let him come and explain. Let him come and explain. To end all, you see, it's unfortunate, but the kind of humility, and this is advice to President Mahama, that position of being a president is a position of humility. It's not a position of pomposity and arrogance. It's not a position of where you walk over the people and you take private jets and the people say don't take private jets and you continue to take private jets. Don't care what the people think. Don't care. You set up COVID, which you did well, but it is your family and friends who benefit. Country doesn't benefit. So, where is the humility of President Akufo-Addo? I want to see that humility shown today at State of Nation address. If he comes and tells us, posterity will judge what I have done, will posterity judge you for the negative or the positive? Will it?
On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you
4.
rate?
I won't let you go on. 4.
Because I didn't end the question.
I know the question. What's the percentage? 4. Because he could have done more. President Akufo-Addo could have done more. And I'm telling you, that is where it pains. And the fact that President Akufo-Addo is the only politician in this country, and I continue to say it, who transcends the old and the new. So he knows what happened in the old and he knows what happened in the new. He could have been that kind of leader. We would all clap for him, even in his death. Now, when he's gone, we will see. It's also posterity to be judged. Yeah. Let's move on.
So George, do you really is confronting the president-elect, the John Mahama Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman government? What is confronting them?
Let me start by using the word that they always used, unprecedented. Unprecedented. And unfortunately, unprecedented to do with this government is in the negative. No. When George talks about single inflation when they came in, were we not on the IMF at that point? No. Could they have done anything otherwise than stick to the conditions of the IMF? When we now came out of IMF, what happened? One of the major things that I feel is facing this government is Galamsey. Let me give you some statistics. Over 19,000 hectares of cocoa farms have been destroyed by illegal gold mining, equivalent to about 35,849 football fields. 13 major rivers, Tano, Ankobra, Brim, Pra, Densu, Black Volta, destroyed by Galamsey, are undrinkable with little aquatic life. 8 out of 10 chronic kidney diseases are from Galamsey communities. 50% of treated water lost due to 600% rise in morbidity. Ghana may need to import water by 2030. Birth deformities reported in Galamsey communities. 3.5% of agricultural land, 4,760 hectares, i.e. the size of Greater Accra, destroyed by Galamsey. Source, Cocoa Board, MOH, USAID, FAO. This is a major elephant that is facing the incoming government. The economy is key. How they stabilize the city. And when I say stabilize the city, that the city is stable for the next 2 to 3 years. The movement is not erratic. The exchange rate is able to come down to single digits. You see, one of the major challenges of this government, when they brought in one district, one factory, they should have looked at those areas where we had capital flight. Those things that we needed to import money and concentrated on those types of factories. Unfortunately, that wasn't done. It's up to this government to look major at export. How we add value, and not only export primary products, adding value to it. That's why when you look at the time frame President Mahama has, 4 years, he's got to be able to prioritize in such a way that the next government that comes in after him can move this country forward. Very important. Number 2 or number 3, anybody in the NDC who has presidential ambitions, no matter his ability, no matter his capacity, don't take him, don't take her. Don't even go down that road.
You mean they should relegate their aspirations to the background?
No, he shouldn't even decide to take them on. Why? The moment they come in, the first thing they'll be looking at is how do I now secure myself to stand as president? And the job given to them would not happen. It is the people he takes to surround around him that would be the problem. Because some of the things I've heard President Mahama say, I think they are good things, whereby I, myself, as president, will not be able to do all. It will take Ghanaians to help me do what I have to do. And he recognizes that this particular vote is not a vote for NDC, it is the people's vote. He recognizes that. And if you listen to him, he keeps warning his people, be very mindful how you celebrate this achievement that we are supposed to have got. It is not an achievement for us, it's an achievement for the people of Ghana. And when they talk about, oh, there's peace in Ghana, there's peace in Ghana, the peace in Ghana doesn't come from government. The peace in Ghana comes from the people. It is the people who have elected not to do wrong, but to do right in times of mayhem. The government plays no role. The government plays no role. Look at what the electoral commissioner is doing.
Jesus.
Look at what the electoral commissioner is doing. You think that won't create a challenge if the people wanted to go by that? No. The people don't want to go by that. What they should really look at is to make sure that for nothing at all, and it's going to be a difficult thing. It's one of the most difficult things that's going to happen in terms of workers' salaries. Workers' salaries. Because the workers will bring their demands. However, let me tell workers, the unions, please, where we stand today, the country doesn't have the resources. So in as much, we don't have it. You people have squandered it.
23%.
I said, oh, please, 20, please.
You were here supporting
Stop
that.
harassing
Down
lawyers.
that
No,
line.
you're not being fair.
Don't go down that line.
Please continue.
Don't go down that. I can only take my position from the voting of the people of Ghana. Look, if the votes were very close, then we would have said, hey, they tried. Look at the margin that you've been able to give. Apart from the NDC giving a majority, you've also given them 2/3. That they don't even need to go to the president to pass law. They can pass law on their own.
Okay.
What does that tell you?
When you were making the submission on Galam, say, there's somebody I know who works in the industry who is saying he can confidently say that there are involvement of government appointees in the Galamsey activity. So how should the John Mahama administration deal with this as part of measures to sanitize the industry?
Look, where Galamsey is concerned, people won't stop it. So you've got to regularize it. You've got to put it in a formal way where the youth, if they want to do mining, they can go into mining, but do it effectively, do it better. First of all, ban mining on water bodies. That's the first point of call. Ban it. Anybody who tries, take them on. Look, when President Cȯnfrȯnts banned mining, small-scale mining, over a certain duration, what happened? We saw the turbidity of the water coming back. That is the most important thing. Right now, the only place where we have safe water is in the Volta.
Even though the black water is polluted because there's mining up there.
There's mining up there. And so that's the first point of call, our water bodies. First point, because without water, ain't have life. And we can't import water. So for President Mahama, that should be the first thing he looks at.
Are you advocating ban on mining?
I'm advocating
a moratorium.
I'm advocating a moratorium on mining.
A temporary
Yes,
moratorium.
where we can put it right. Because even those who have small scale licenses are doing Galamsey. And if anybody, be it NDC, be it MPP, be it CPP, be it PNC, be it movement, is found to be complicit in a Galamsey, take them on and expose them. President Mahama should be prepared to expose people, even if those people are your classmates. Expose them. Yes. Even if those people are your classmates, expose them. Because that is why the people have voted for you. And let me tell you something. The people won't have patience to wait for 4 years. The people won't have patience to wait for 4 years. If President Mahama is not able to at least look at those factors where people would have some way to tintin cost of production. Make sure that at least the interest rate comes down. Make sure that electricity prices are stable. Make sure that the CD exchange rate is stable. Make sure that if for nothing at all, agriculture is key. We can feed ourselves. If in this short duration, he's not able to put that in place, and people begin to see a change coming in, they won't wait for 4 years. They will shut this country down. They will shut this country down because among for near break. For patients, they were patient with you guys, and they realized that you took us for granted being patient.
So you expect John Mahama to go and giddy.
Yeah, I expect it. Because that's
an ask principle.
That is what the people are asking for. I won't use that an ask principle because someone tried to use it. It didn't even work.
All right, Fred, you know Fred Agbenyo?
Yes.
The MP elect
friend.
for
Yes.
Guam
Yes.
in the OT region
Yes.
says that please add OT to the Volta region clean water
Yes,
that
OT,
you're attributing.
OT is part and parcel of
okay.
it.
So
and
Fred,
we should try as much as possible to keep that. But you see, I think one of the major things we also need to look at is the import of tomatoes and onions. We're spending too much money.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to build our rice buffer stock.
Okay.
Storage in agriculture is key. We should be able to feed ourselves. We should be able to feed ourselves. That's the most important. You see, Roland, the document that they brought in, the farming document they brought in, what was it called?
Plan for the
Plan for. Roland, have you read it? Fantastic.
I've seen. They were even on the second one, or they are on the second one.
Fantastic document. It's the implementation. And I would suggest to President Mahama, as much as possible, he says we are going to have an economic dialogue. All the things that are good from whatever party, please, let's have a look at it. And let's have one document. And he's also talked about a national development plan. Let's do that and have it in place to make sure that at least people have something to judge him by. He has only 4 years. Only 4 years. And he needs to leave a name. Anybody who tries to do what the MPP did in terms of individuals trying to enrich themselves, take them on. Let the people see that you've taken them on.
But you see, President Mahama has indicated that.
All right.
Potential.
Thank you. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time once again and say God bless you.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.